Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. It depends what part of the world you live in. Behind me there is one of the biggest drug busts in Liberia. Those are cocaine. And those drugs, the worth of that drugs is $19 million. Those drugs were not intended for Liberia. They were intended to bounce through Liberia to go somewhere else. And they were arrested. And I just want to actually ask the president, I will name names. And I will show picture of people who the president is supposed to call on to do a full-scale investigation going forward. President Bouaka, Your Excellency, I'm calling upon you right now as the president of the Republic of Liberia, like you rightly said. Liberia is open for business, but not for drugs. But with this bigger drug bust in Liberia through the RRA, I think you need to actually call on the fellow security apparatus to do a full-scale investigation. Number one, my good friend and brother, Gregory Coleman, is a very smart, brilliant young man that is doing a great job. Call upon him to also do an investigation, because this is unacceptable. And because there are people in Liberia that are connected to those cartels, and we need to call on the joint security apparatus to do their job, to do a full-scale investigation. If anybody that is close to you, if anybody who is a bigger potato within the government that is involved, let them be arrested. And it will send a signal to those who are involved in this cartel business in Liberia. Number two is Prince Charles Johnson, current director of the National Security Agency. Let him do an investigation. They got 3 investigators at the NSA. They should join with the police director so that they can do a full-scale investigation for those drugs that were busted through the airport. Because if we don't do that, it will be a trend. It will be a continual process. There are bigger hands that are into the drugs business. Thank you. Here he is, the Chief Justice. No, not the Chief Justice, the Justice Minister, Mr. Tuwek. You also need to be a part of the investigative team about the drugs that keep coming through Liberia, and our children are falling victim. And when those things are going on social media platforms, people will get scared. And therefore, I'm calling upon you to be a part of the investigative team. Thank you. Sorry. The next person there is a beautiful young lady, Brigadier General Geraldine Jeanette George. She is the Minister of Defense. You got 3 investigators, right, within the army who can join the investigative team to make sure that they carry on an investigation about the drugs that were busted through the airport. There are drugs that can come through the border point, that can come through the free port, that can come through the airport, and you name it. But this one is one of the biggest drug busts in Liberia. So, Brigadier General Geraldine Jeanette George, please be a part of the investigation. Thank you. Yeah, this guy right here is the acting immigration commissioner, Elijah Rufus. You also need to form part of this investigative team. It got to be a joint security apparatus to do a full-scale investigation. And if anybody that is arrested because people are playing politics with it right now, oh yes, on Spoon TV, people are opening their wild mouth and just talking without any evidence that people close to Joseph Boakai knows about it. So what? Does that mean that Joseph Boakai knows about it? There should be a full-scale investigation. Don't let it slide. So all the guys that are just placed on the screen just now, they should be able to investigate, full-scale investigation, to make sure that anybody involved, any cartel or drug kingpin that they are connected to, they should be arrested. All right, so this guy is an officer in charge of LDEA, Fitzgerald Biako. I think he's doing a very great job, because when you are a head of a drug enforcement officer, drug enforcement agency rather, there can be too much temptation. Big money can come, but this guy is doing a very good job, because since he been acting, big money, big drug being busted. He was somebody who was greedy. They would just sweep it under the carpet. And there are people that are blaming the president. They are politicizing it. Does that mean that if anybody who close to the president knows about this, that means the president knows about it? No. The president said Liberia is open for business, but not for drugs. Because our children already are victim of the circumstances. Thank you. Mr. President, again, I want to place more emphasis. Those pictures that I just put on the screen, they are all joint security. Minister Tuwe, officer in charge, Fitzgerald Biako, of the IG Gregory Como, the NSA Director Prince Charles Johnson, Liberia Immigration Services, Elijah Rufus, the Defense Minister, Brigadier General Geraldine Jeanette George, and you name it. They should be the one to actually handle the investigation going forward. Thank you.